All right, good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome into Bacon in Your Mailbox. I'm Greg Milby. That there is Jana Clark, community admirer, and we appreciate you joining us for this episode of Bacon in Your Mailbox. Go ahead,
Good
Jana.
morning.
Go ahead and nail me for being a
Thanks for
slacker.
showing up today, Greg. Thanks for feeling like your bacon friends are just as important as your other little friends. Thank you for realizing that, a paycheck is more important than me.
Did you
Um,
write that down? I just saw you look down at notes. You had notes for making fun of me, didn't you?
no, but dang it, I could have. We're just glad you're back. I mean, really.
Yeah. Well, hey, I'm sorry I missed the show on Tuesday. For those folks that got up early and dressed to watch to watch our little show. I actually spent some time in Campbellsville filming graduation for Campbellsville High School.
How'd it
So
go?
it was good. It was good.
Good.
And it had 70 kids graduating. When you're recording it, it went off without a hitch. So that's all that matters. And I heard Pomp and Circumstance 70 times.
Oh, my goodness. That's like being at a Tennessee football game and hearing that song a million times over.
Yeah. You know what's worse? You know what's worse than hearing Pomp and Circumstance 70 times is some reason in your head you kept saying Pomp and Circumstances the entire day. And then your good friend Joe Bennett does not let you forget that you said that. So
we're here to support you, Greg. All your friends, you dish it out, you get it back, and you're a pretty good disher.
I can take it too.
I know. Same here.
Hey, speaking of supporting friends, thank you to our friends at Stith Family Farms in Painville for supporting us and being a sponsor of Bacon in Your Mailbox. StithFamilyFarms.com is their website. Also, our friends at Amazing Glazing Donuts, 515 North Mulberry in E-Town. They can hook you up with some good donuts. Brian Dennis is always a supporter. Matter of fact, he pretty much did the show the other day.
Yeah.
Him and the crew.
Yes, they can be replaced.
Yeah. And
Greg
then very easily. Well, that's not a shocker. And finally, our technology sponsor is Bluegrass Cellular. Your community expanded. Appreciate you, Bluegrass Cellular, for being sponsors there. So, Brian and Jay Hobbs and Vicky and I can't even remember who else made some comments on that. But hey, thank you
the
for
game.
virtually doing the show.
Did you see what I told them? I told them it was the best show I've never been a part of.
It was the easiest one. We still got paid too, didn't we?
Do what?
We still got paid for the show, right?
We still got paid. Actually, I decided since you didn't show up, I was going to cut your pay in half.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah.
Let's see. Looking at our list, who's on here already? Ken. Ken's on here. Good morning. First in. Boy, he's on it quick too.
He's playing the game my kids play. Way to go, Ken.
There you go. Vicky, all over with her bacon. And then Mary Stucker Hall. She's there. Look at that. Roberta Rose Haycraft. Good morning.
Good morning.
And then Lynn Cowan. Morning Cupcakes.
Lynn.
I think she's calling us sweet.
She's kissing up already. What does Lynn want?
Lynn already has one. But you could have one of these, ladies and gentlemen.
Aww.
Up for grabs today is the Bacon in Your Mailbox Ham of the Day Award, presented by our friends at the Award Center. Yes, it is a 5-star award. You could win. Yep, I know. You're thinking about it. Your mouth watering like it's bacon.
Gotta have it. Gotta have it.
Look, hey, special effects.
Can I tell you a story about mouth watering?
Yes.
My sweet little dog. So we have Cookie, right? And yesterday was Rescue Dog Day. It was in between our 2 days. So, right. So we're going to throw some that have happened and some that are coming up today. Mm-hmm. Yesterday was Rescue Dog Day. And so my husband and I are sitting at the table last night and the kids had already eaten and we were just kind of talking and we had baked sweet potato fries in the oven. And Mitch made them. They were delicious. We're sitting at the table and all of a sudden he says to the dog, and he eats it. And I was like, you are mean. And he does it again. Look, Cookie, yummy. And we look down. She's drooling. She's drooling. And I was like, you give that dog some sweet potatoes. And so he did. But we've never seen her do that before. So you torture the dog.
You get it.
I mean, it was like wet on the floor where her little mouth had just dripped.
Have you seen the videos out there now? People playing the fruit snacks game on Facebook, where you put a bowl of like candy out and you tell your kids, "Oh, hey, don't eat it. Don't eat it. I'll be right back. Don't eat it." And they leave the room and they're videoing their kids and the responses of what they're doing. They're kind of
Yeah.
like, "Oh, yeah." Some of those are really funny, and some people have done it with their dogs as
I was
well.
going to say, my dog's a counter surfer.
Yeah,
I wish
Chloe's
I knew
not.
her history, but I don't. But if she can get to it, brother, she's on it.
I think it's happened twice, maybe in the entire 13 years or 12 years that we've had Chloe. She is I think grabbed a steak one time, and I think or when we first got her, she grabbed a box of cereal and sprayed it all over the living room, like one of the first nights that we had her.
Nice.
Yeah. All right, let's see. Oh, Brian Dennis says, "Don't let Greg lie to you. He only went to Campbellsville for the food." Well,
Really?
that's not the truth, Brian. You're fibbing. Brian watches. Well, you do too, Jana.
I
The No
do.
Show on Tuesday nights.
Oh, well, okay, go ahead. I
We
may
t-
have missed this part. Go ahead.
we talked a lot about our trip because honestly, we had not prepped at all for Tuesday night show and didn't decide that we were going to officially do one till like 7:30.
Right.
So we talked about that. Now, we did go on Friday of last week to do a little recon work and had Brothers Barbecue in Campbellsville. And if you've not had
Oh,
Brothers Barbecue,
I've
oh
had
my
it.
gosh,
I'm,
that's good. And then Monday, it was just such a long day that we just turned around and came back. So Tuesday, we decided instead of getting Brothers, I wanted to go to the last Druthers restaurant in the country. And it's right there in Campbellsville. I remember Druthers from years and years ago. So we learned that if you order food from Druthers, just understand there's a reason the hamburger's $1.50 and the wedges are like $1.50. It's because you get 4 wedges and a little bitty cheeseburger.
okay.
But it was good.
Taste testing. Appetizer.
Yeah.
For foodies, that's a small plate.
Yeah. For me during COVID-19, that's a small plate. All right, so we haven't officially started the show because we've not done the bacon in your mailbox weather. I mean, I'm
Oh,
sure there are people just waiting. They're not thinking about mowing the yard or doing anything till they get this weather forecast
can I
from
get
us.
this forecast for today? Are there any? Will there be any mowing today? There may not be.
My dad is going to mow camp, so
All right.
and it depends. All right, isolated T storms or thunderstorms today and 69, partly cloudy, 54 tonight, few clouds and 75 on Friday. Jay Hobbs, the date and the day are correct in your face again. So there you go. And you ready for this? Sports.
What's the report?
NASCAR last night. Daytona 500 or the
Yeah.
Toyota 500 winner, Denny Hamlin at Darlington. He won last night. And I did watch NASCAR. It's the first time in a while I've been able to watch any sports. So I did watch NASCAR last night, and I'm not ashamed of it at all.
We watched some horses run at Churchill. That was the highlight last weekend. It's been a few days, I guess, but I saw the recap of that race on the news. I didn't watch it live, but I was very interested. And didn't you love it? Did you see the interview with the winner? And he was like, "As great as it is, as wonderful it is to be back, it's too quiet out here.
Yeah,
We need people, and we really appreciate. I mean, it makes you appreciate your fans so much."
I couldn't hear anything he said because did you see his mask that he had on?
No.
I've got a picture of it. I'm putting it on the screen now. You can't see it, so you'll have to
Okay.
wait 15 seconds to see it on Facebook. But
Okay.
his mask is actually a picture of his face smiling. So it's a continuation. So it
That's
sets on his
awesome.
nose. It's absolutely
I wonder
perfect. So,
if he had worn that if he had come in last place.
well, nobody would have seen him.
Oh, you know what? He would have turned it upside down. Ah.
Good point. All right. So as you mentioned, today is National Memo Day. So you might want to make a note of that, even though you don't take notes. So,
I don't usually. Except if I'm
and
going to make fun of Greg Milby, then I might scratch down a
oh,
few.
you can have like 3 pages of notes then. National Notebook Day. So if you're going to take notes, you got to have a
Ooh.
notebook.
Ooh. Related.
And it's also National Waiters and Waitresses Day as we celebrate our waiters and waitresses. Hopefully we can get them back to work soon.
I was going to say that's extremely appropriate, right? And so when they do go back to work and when you all are out there, you be nice to those folks. You tip them. You will get good service. You might need to be a little flexible. You might need to order some different things if they don't have everything you want. Let's just all play along in the restaurant sandbox. There you go. I'll get off my soapbox. I did enough of a soapbox last week, but I don't. Anyway, we won't talk about that. But I think restaurants our wait staff deserves it, right? I mean,
They
we need to
do.
respect them.
And for years, I've been, one, for a while there, I was accused of being cheap. Now, I'm not cheap, I'm frugal, but it has nothing to do with the wait staff because I do tip and I
Yep.
tip well. Uh, I say that because I have never truly understood tipping. I think that this is just me personally. I
Yeah.
think that they should be paid what they deserve and not have to get tips to live on that.
Yeah.
That's just me.
Yeah.
And then I have a hard time of figuring out who am I supposed to tip? Do I just because they put a tip jar out, am I supposed to tip them because they put a tip jar out? We don't have a tip jar out on this show.
You're supposed to tip your wife. Don't all husbands know that?
My tip for her is I left to go to Campbellsville for the day on Monday and Tuesday. There you go.
Now you're back.
Don't spend all that in one spot. It's all yours. But that's just me. And then you mentioned that it is Red Nose Day today.
Oh, yes, it is. Hang on. You have to take me off.
Hold on. All
I
right,
can't do that because I don't have all
I'm just solo screen for me. Go ahead.
All right, hang on.
I'm watching you in the other screen.
All right. I got to be ready.
Mm-hmm.
It makes me talk like this.
I wonder what's going to happen here. Huh? You ready?
What do you mean?
Oh, Jana's got a red nose.
Hello. I do think it kind of makes me talk a little nasally, don't you think?
I think so.
Maybe because it's too tight. Maybe my nose is too big. Okay, that's a little bit better. Is it crooked?
I can't
It might
tell.
fall off.
No, I think it looks good. It's good.
So we got to talk about why it's Red Nose Day because that's really what's important, right? Is it so Red Nose Day was started several years ago. It's a partnership with Walgreens. NBC usually does a special on it, but at the end of the day, it is for child poverty. You make a donation. You can get a virtual red nose this year. Make a donation on their website. There are different things you can do. It would be fun for your family to get behind today. Your kids could make you some red noses. There are red nose apps. You can get virtual red noses. And so anyway, I celebrate it every year because it's their slogan is saving one kid a nose at a time. And I think that is very simplistic and impactful. And I just wanted to share it with y'all today.
Good. Red Nose Day. I've never really celebrated the Red Nose Day, but they do have a TV special tonight, right?
They do, and sometimes it's a concert, I think, but the idea is just to raise awareness during that time. And so I do think they're doing something tonight. I haven't really looked ahead on it because I just had on my calendar Red Nose Day, and so I had to jump on and make my donation. And I keep my nose because I just think it's kind of fun.
You keep your nose to spite your face. Remember that. Isn't that how it goes? Or something.
Cut off your nose to spite your face.
Yeah, whatever.
Common circumstances. Go ahead.
Today is Red Cross Founders Day, which marks the anniversary of the American Red Cross, founded in 1881 by Clara Barton, the first president of the organization. She led it for the next 23 years. And I'm actually the proud advisory board chair for the Fort Knox American Red Cross.
Amazing.
It's really not. It's a pretty easy gig for that.
Well, still, talk about whether it's disaster relief or fundraisers, blood drives, emergency. Listen, that organization at the end of the day, picking people up when they need it the absolute most.
And the Fort Knox chapter of it, well, I guess it's a regional chapter, E-Town and Fort Knox,
Sure.
But the Fort Knox version, they assist our soldiers a lot too. So they have a food pantry on post for soldiers that maybe are struggling.
Yep.
And there's all kinds of things that they do up there on post, and they do great work. So, which we usually do a 5K, 10K race in May for it. It would have been 2 weeks ago, and that's a big fundraiser for them that had to be canceled. So, if you're looking to make some donations, Fort Knox Red Cross is always a good one as well.
There you go. So will you get to reschedule that, or are you just going to wait and do it next spring? I know the calendar is so packed, and we don't even know when we'll get to start them, right? But
Right.
maybe it'll make next year's even bigger and better. So
Yeah.
I hope that.
So and yeah, we had to just cancel it to next year because it is so it's so military strong. We
Yeah,
have a lot of it's right when some of the cadets are starting to get there,
yeah,
and so we would have. I mean, last year were 1,200 runners,
it's incredible.
and you're running on post, and they have a. I'm telling you, if you're a runner that likes free stuff, that 5K is the one you sign up for
Come on.
because
Is there a runner that doesn't like free stuff?
no, I don't think so. But the crazy thing about this, before we started managing it and timing it, uh, I ran it a couple of years.
Yeah,
And when you get there, they have this health expo. And when you walk through there, all these businesses from
yeah,
around the country have come in. They give you a case of popcorn. They
nice.
give you, I mean, huge gator. I mean, whatever you can think of, beef jerky, all this stuff is there for the runners. And you walk through there, they're handing you. I had like 3 bags of stuff. I had to go back to my truck 3 times. And so if and I think it's $25 to run it, you're not gonna get a better deal in town for that.
I think
So
you just got some runners for next year. Good job.
I hope so.
Yeah,
Today's also hummus day.
I love hummus. Do you
I
like
do
hummus?
too. I do. And years ago in radio in Louisville, it was 98.9 The Hawk. Stan Cook was our news guy, and he had hummus almost every day. And I'd never tried hummus. And one day I finally just got up the courage and tried it when he offered it. And man, that was good stuff.
It's good stuff. And you can flavor it all different kinds of ways. I tried to make my own one time and made such a mess that I swore I would never do it again. I'm sure I might be a little more efficient because the first time you do something, it's always harder. But I like it. I just keep it. It's kind of a staple at my house.
It's good stuff. We
Yep.
usually have some here too,
Yep.
but we've got bolters in the house, so nothing stays here very long.
No joke. Listen, I went to the grocery the other day. My kids were like, "What are we doing for dinner? Can we order something?" I was like, "I just got back from the pickup." Yeah.
That's correct.
I know.
So groceries have gone up. I think they said what 10 to 12% nationwide.
Mine have gone up 500% just because of my children.
That's what I was telling the family the other day. I said, "Okay, people, we're going to have to talk here because grocery costs are up 10 to 12% overall, and you guys are at home all the time, and you guys, Governor
For
Bashir says you can't
real.
be doing that. You
I
can't be
know.
going to the refrigerator because you're bored." My kids are apparently bored, and so have I. I've been very bored, I guess.
Listen, it is just easy. It's been easier. But now that the weather is nice and we're going to be able to get out a little bit more, I think we're going to get a little bit more back to normal. Supply chains picking up. I think we're going to be good.
Yep. Hey, don't forget the Ham of the Day award for those watching. I think my sinuses are getting me today. Hopefully, I'm not losing my voice. You've been praying too hard for that.
Listen,
The Ham of the Day award again. Remember that.
could you do sign language for the whole show? I need you to start practicing your sign language as a backup plan,
I
Greg.
will work on that. I'll be like Virginia.
Yep.
Yeah. So the Ham of the Day award. We need your comments. When you make a comment on there, we're gonna. I think our idea now is to, because we have different people winning, we're just gonna randomly select somebody that hasn't won
Oh
to
yeah.
be the Ham of the Day.
Hey, here I have a good prompt to get you a good Ham of the Day award. You ready?
I'm ready.
You know what today is?
Today is. Do I need to put the graphic up?
Wait for it. Oh, well, of course you do. Hello.
It's Jenna's pirate joke of the day.
So,
Hold on, it gets even better.
did you make another one?
Yeah, part of the one I used the other day because I want to put it right in the middle. Boom.
I'm
There
sure
we
it is.
go.
I can't even see it, and I'm scared right now.
It's your face on a cartoon pirate.
I am sure that is the most attractive thing people will see all day. Is it time? Like, am I waiting? What are we doing?
I'm waiting for you. You said,
Oh, I'm
hey.
sorry. Oh, I'm so sorry. All right.
Or was that a promo? Do you want to make people wait for it?
No, I don't know. I was waiting. I was thinking about the joke to be sure I didn't mess it up. Okay.
Okay. All right. Hold on. I got to put you in a
Where
solo screen because that's the most important thing because you are the key featured person here.
all right. Where did the one-legged pirate go for breakfast?
Where did the one-legged pirate go for breakfast? I don't know where.
He went to the IHOP.
Where'd he go for lunch? Arby's
Arby's.
or Hardee's.
Oh my gosh. What's funny is they're all funny. They're all just really stupid. But anyway, I liked that one because it has to do with going out to eat and our restaurants are getting ready to open and it's wait staff day. And so it was like this whole thing in my brain where it was meant to be.
Yeah. I think I'm just gonna leave that graphic. I'm gonna move it up on the screen a little higher just so it sets there.
I'm so scared. I can't even see what you're doing. Don't be mean just
I'm
because
not.
I made fun of you for being a big old slacker not coming to work.
I'm just proud of it because I got your face centered properly and you have a beard.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, great.
Look at Vicky trying to be another 2-time winner here. She says y'all are too much.
Oh,
And
Vicky.
Vicky's trying to be a
Good one.
teenager too, because the way she's written it, it's two, the number two, you know.
Well, because she's cool like that.
Yeah. All right, let's see. Oh, yesterday was Be a Millionaire Day. That's a great thought, right?
I missed it. Literally.
Say, so I saw a list of ideas how to become a millionaire.
Okay.
They say take an opportunity to review your investments. Right now would not be a good time to do that.
So probably not.
Increase your contributions to your 401k,
Yep.
pay off your bills,
Yep.
and see what you can cut out of your regular spending. I was going to go with lottery tickets, but that's not on
I
the
was
list.
going to say, I think we talked about this. We've been watching Ozark, and it's given me a whole different view of money and how money.
Where you at? Where you at in that?
We just finished it.
Oh, so you finished season 3?
Yeah.
Oh, don't say anything. It's a spoiler. I watched it. That's jacked up, isn't it?
Listen, it is crazy. Crazy.
That is messed up. Oh, hey, happy belated birthday, Kristen Parrott.
Oh my goodness, that girl, she had a good birthday yesterday. If you all haven't, just go ahead and wish her happy birthday and know that she had a really fun birthday. Kristen, hey. I adore her.
I do too. And I'm looking right now at this camera, and I know he's eventually going to watch this. Dennis Parrott, I didn't get a call to be a part of her parade.
Oh.
And I love that girl. That's my girl.
Oh.
So I'm going to bring a present over there. But they are social distancing still.
I know. Yes.
But I'm going to bring a present. I don't care if I have to drop it off by the picket fence.
There you
I'm
go.
going to bring a present over to my girl.
There you go.
So.
For Kristen, not for him.
No, not for him. Not for him at all. No.
No.
He didn't invite me.
And she completely deserves it. Talk about a girl who spreads some joy in her world.
Oh, she does. Love her. She's great. I think I know why Dennis didn't invite me to her parade. Well, one, he probably forgot.
Family, not real family?
Probably that. I feel like I'm real family. I love them like family.
Okay.
Yeah.
I just wondered if there was it may have just been their family, Greg. Hello? Get over yourself.
John Ward is not their family.
Oh.
Well, he's got lights on his truck.
Yes,
okay.
I was going to say. I think that's different.
Dennis may be mad because we let Martha Thomas win the Ham of the Day award, and he's just not happy about that.
That's it. You nailed it.
Yeah, he nailed it. Yeah,
you nailed
I
it.
did. Yeah, as I'm speaking in third person, he nailed it. Yeah. So it was Be Millionaire Day yesterday, which I would like to do that. What I think is funny is every time the lottery, the Powerball gets up into the millions and millions of dollars, yes. Everybody starts talking about what they would do if they won. Yes. And I do that. Talk about, I would do this and I would do it. But I never buy a ticket.
I don't either. I have done group ones. One time I worked at a company where it got really high and everybody put in some money. I have done that. And I know that I've done it, like when Mitch has done it, I've said, hey, get me a number or whatever, but I don't know that I would even really know how to buy a lottery. Do you just walk in the door and go, hey, I need a lottery ticket? Like, I've never done it. You and
Yes,
I should do that this summer and we'll compare notes. And we'll agree that if one of us wins, we'll share it. Can we do that?
we'd have to have a contract
I can do that.
because at the offices, when we would do that, I was
Yeah.
always worried about that because that's when people are going to get upset and quit. And if my coworkers had won $390 million and somehow was a loophole that I wasn't going to get any, I would be very distraught.
And you'd have to do all their jobs.
Yeah,
So,
because they're all quitting.
so we have to make a pact right now that if either
Mhm.
one of us wins the lottery, we won't quit bacon in your mailbox.
Okay. I would say spit and shake hands on it, but you can't do that anymore.
Ready? Let's do it.
Pooh. Oh, hey, and you mentioned it was National Rescue Dog
Wait,
Day
I need some
yesterday
hand
too.
sanitizer.
There's a lot of that. Hey, I did. I went. Actually, I sent Gavin because that's the joys of having a kid that can drive. We
Yep.
sent Gavin up to get some of Brent Gooden's Boundary Oak hand sanitizer.
I have some too. It's good stuff.
Haven't used it yet.
It'll cure what ails you.
Yeah, I got 2 gallons of it. So we gave a gallon to my parents, and my mom is, she's all worried about. We warned her she can't bathe in the stuff. So.
Oh, I mean, she could, but I just don't know that she wants to. But you got to put it in little soap bottles, like put it in your little soap bottles with a pump because it's kind of a different consistency.
Mm-hmm.
But it is it's good stuff. Yeah. And thank him for all he's doing right now. I mean, he's been our distilleries, talk about living at the right place at the right time, because we've been able to take care of our people because of alcohol.
Yeah, because there's so many places that can't get hand sanitizer, and we've got it. You can just, like, I have a bottle of hand sanitizer here that came from Heaven Hill. So
look at that.
Yeah,
fancy.
All right, so sports. We did have NASCAR. I did watch golf on Sunday.
Yep, we have some golf.
So and then I think this weekend it's Tiger Woods and Phil Mickelson, and they're competing against each other. And I don't know who else is on their teams, but I know Tom Brady and Peyton Manning, I think.
That's fun.
It's going to be those 4. If they don't have Brad Paisley caddying for Peyton Manning, they're missing out on a great opportunity.
Truly. You could serenade them. So I'm not going to see it. You know why? I'm going camping.
Are you going camping?
Well, okay, so it's camping with a big C, or it's glamping, I guess, because there is a building that has a refrigerator and a bathroom with a shower.
I mean, it must be a private place because the public places are not open, right?
Oh, it's private. It's a friend's farm. So we are, but what's kind of funny about, we've been there before, and it is not roughing it, let's be honest, but it is getting away just with our family and enjoying the outdoors. So, so the list of food that you take when you're camping, because you say this all the time, like, we eat better when we camp than we do when we're home, right? Because it's all about fun camp food. So there was a concern about a month ago about not being able to get the groceries we needed for camping. So what happens when you start planning your grocery menu for camping a month ago? It just grows and grows and grows. And so now the joke is we're going to have to start eating right when we get in the car. Which is not what any of us needs to do, but it's just kind of funny because I'm so ready to get out of the house. So yes, we're going to take a little bit of time to get away for a couple of days and not have TVs, computers, and phones, and just enjoy creek walking and fishing and sitting outside with the fire.
Oh, you froze up on me again. Hold on. Oh, there you are. Are you back?
Are you back?
Yeah, my computer froze again, but then it unfroze. It unfroze, so we're good. Okay. All right. I was a little worried about that.
I wasn't saying anything important anyway.
No, I heard that. So I heard a lot, all that to the very end. So creek walking and all that, that is, man, there's nothing better than that when you're camping. Now, and you do need to do a lot of creek walking because camping, oh my gosh, you do eat a ton.
You do.
Yeah. So we're going to try to get out some, but I've got we're actually going to help Central Hardin do their project graduation on Saturday night.
Fun.
We're gonna do a little dance party and some little stuff there. And but yeah, I'm gonna try to get over to camp and maybe do a little bit of that. So sports, we mentioned, baseball is they're coming up with their plan to try to get things back to normal.
Yep.
And I was worried and wondering about the NFL and college football and even high school football because it's a contact sport.
Yes.
So the NFL is also coming up with coronavirus protocols to keep players safe if there is a season this fall, which I say there will be because they've already cashed a check for season tickets. Just
Well,
saying.
then if they cashed your check, then there will be, because they wouldn't
Yeah,
do that if they weren't going to let you go.
right. So their ideas include a pandemic face mask under their face mask. So they'll have to wear a face mask while playing football.
That just makes me concerned for people's health and well-being for a different reason. But that's, I mean,
Using only personal water bottles on the sidelines, which I
sure,
get that.
sure.
But that's a lot. What is it, a 56-man roster?
Yeah,
52-man roster?
yeah.
And not pulling helmets off on the sidelines. So when you get off the field, you think about the heat. If you're playing in Miami or wherever and there's a lot of heat, that would
You got
be
crew masks on.
with masks.
I hope, and I know everything needs to be explored and considered right now. I really hope that just, I hope it works. I hope it's not, I hope it's a plan that makes the most sense and keeps everyone as safe as possible. I know we need it, but we also need everybody to be able to come home from those games too. So,
Mm-hmm. Look, I get all these rules, but if you put a rule in that if a defensive player gets within 6 feet of a kick returner or 6 feet of a receiver, and all they have to do is yell tackle, and the other person has to fall down,
you're out.
I'm out. I'm just saying. You're almost like Tom Brady as a quarterback.
Oh,
I mean, that's the truth. Come on now. Some of these guys,
yeah.
it was the no fun league for a while where,
Yes.
you blow on somebody and they fall over
And
or
there have been instances of that on all levels
it's it.
over the past
Um,
season. So
so a couple other things I had. Oh, one thing I wanted to talk about. Pier 1 Imports. You see where they're done?
I thought that I had heard that, but I didn't know if that was everyone. I know that ours recently closed locally, but
They're
I don't.
all
Is that
done.
all of them? Okay.
They
Wow.
they went bankrupt at the beginning of the year and
Okay.
was hoping to find a buyer, somebody that would
Oh,
could bail them out of the deal. And now they're asking the bankruptcy judge to allow them to liquidate all the stores once the virus lockdown orders are lifted.
huh.
Now, I've I've been into Pier 1 Imports numerous times. I'm not sure I ever bought anything in there.
So I rugs and
Wicker
frames and do what?
and wicker.
Wicker. But little like end tables, like little pieces, accent pieces of furniture. I think they did tons of business. And then they had great holiday decorations. But I'm not surprised because that space is really crowded anyway. And I think at the end of the day, you just have to, I mean,
Yeah.
like everything else. As newer stores are brought online, those that have been around for a while that kind of have the same business model perhaps aren't as relevant. And then online shopping, of course, which we all know how much that's gone up over the past few months. But I
It's
know this
changed a
isn't
lot.
related to the shutdown, but still.
Yeah. So, but with Pier 1, I used to like to go walk in there just because there was something about the place was it always smelled interesting to me.
Yes. Like interesting good or interesting bad?
It was interesting good. I mean,
Oh,
it certainly wasn't unpleasant.
oh, okay. And they always
So,
had that table set right when you walked in the front door, like you were just like they were waiting for you to come in and sit down and have dinner with them. Yeah.
yeah. And
My
but
tables don't look like that.
because there's a fine balance. I like to go into Kirkland's,
Oh yeah.
but my nose can't handle Kirkland's for long.
Yes. Yes. Plus, it's so crowded sometimes. Like I don't like stores that are really crowded, but I want choices. So see, I'm never never
Yeah.
happy.
And I
So,
like Kirkland's because a lot of the things that I see that I like, I
mhm.
walk over to it and it would be painting or whatever. Oh, well, that would be amazing in the basement. And you look at it and you flip it around to the back and it's $795. You go, oh, it's not that great. And I can just move on.
That's frugal Greg talking.
That is. And then I wait till like 50% off day. Then I go
I was
back
going
in.
to say they also are known for Kirkland's is known for great sales. So
Mm-hmm. You know who else is known for great sales?
Who?
Stith Family Farms in Painville,
They
Kentucky.
are.
Visit
They've been doing some
stithfamilyfarms.com.
videos that have been really cute, by the way. Do you see their stuff? So they're they're talking about their industry and how
Mm-hmm.
things are going for them, and it's good stuff. Keep up the good work, guys.
And just to kind of talk about them a little bit, right now people are having a hard time getting product from them
Yes,
because they're I mean they usually pull around a wagon, a refrigerated trailer where you can get meat from them, or they'll deliver it to you
right,
and that kind of stuff. But this virus thing, this pandemic has just thrown them into a tailspin.
right.
So hopefully eventually they will get caught up, but they've just been so busy. And I know what bugs them that they can't get everybody meat that
Yeah,
wants it.
yeah,
So because they're so proud of what they do, and they should be.
sure.
And somebody else that's been staying busy is our friends at Amazing Glazing Donuts.
Goodness, we know that.
They're selling out
Sold
every
out.
day
Sold out.
just because of the bacon in your mailbox show.
That's it.
I'm going with that. They don't have to believe that. They don't have
Mine
to
said we
confirm
could.
that.
We have permission. We have permission to promote that.
Right. And go back and look. Before we started baking in the mailbox, they weren't selling out every day.
Listen.
They were selling a lot of donuts,
Yep,
but they weren't selling out at 12 o'clock.
that's right.
Whatever the other reasons
The day
behind
I
it.
was there to get a bacon donut and they were sold out of them, it was like 10 o'clock. And the person that was serving donuts said, everybody just loves those. And I just
See,
giggled.
that's it. Yeah. And the award center, Brian Dennis. Brian Dennis, I mean, he's so busy, he can't even get the doors open.
I know.
Well, that's because of the pandemic, but hopefully that changes later this week, right?
I was going to say, he should be getting close too.
Yeah.
Everybody's preparing. We're going to do it. We're going to get there. Everybody just you have to be personally responsible for what you do.
That you do. All right, we got to get to bacon bits. Don't you think?
Oh, yeah.
We're already over. But, we didn't do a show the other day, so we should really go like an hour.
That's hysterical. If I didn't have a meeting, I would say let's just keep talking and see how many people are willing to just hang on forever. But
I just got stuff
I have to
stuck.
work.
So one of these, I'm in this group on Facebook of people that do these videos around the world, and I get bombarded with questions because there aren't many doing the kind of stuff that we're doing, where
Yeah.
you're producing the show and everything while you're hosting the show. So I get all these questions all the time about that, and it just amazes me how messed up people are with timing. I had a guy message me the other day that said, "Hey, I had a problem with my broadcast. Can you help me out?" And I asked him some little questions. It was a 3 hour and 56 minute broadcast. 3 hours and 56 minutes of this guy
Wow.
by himself with a friend producing in the background of him talking about something.
Wow.
I
And
don't think
I have a big mouth and I can talk more than a lot of people. And I don't know if I could do that even. That's
yeah.
strong or weak.
Yeah. All right, so here you go.
All right.
All right,
Let's
I
hear it.
gotta scroll down to find my these little graphics keep getting smaller. There you go. The bacon bit
Your eyes
segment.
getting worse. They're not getting smaller.
I know. Yeah, I'm working on
Yeah.
it. Maybe my glasses are dirty. Oh yeah, they are. That might be part of the problem.
Game changer. Clean the lenses.
I have to work on that. All right, so bacon bits. The very first one is for you and Mitch.
Okay.
You ready for it?
Yes.
At horse racing tracks, they favorite wins fewer than 30% of the time.
I totally believe. As a matter of fact, I'm going to ask him if what he thinks it is and see. I bet if he doesn't see this, but he's not watching because he had a meeting. I bet his guess is even lower than that.
Okay.
I'm making a note. Okay.
So again, people that are new watching this, these are things that you can use at dinner at night when you're sitting around with your family.
Yes.
You know, Ken Solis says, "I'm getting ready to start live streaming and we'll plan to cap it at an hour. 4 hours? Nope. An hour is a long time too, Ken.
Yep.
Unless there's 4 people on there and we
Talking
talked about
nothing.
yeah, the no-show. Yeah. All right. So another fact, in Spain, it is common to eat cereal with chocolate milk.
Yuck. But I bet my kids would do it.
Count Chocula,
I mean, so
Cocoa
listen, let's be
Pebbles.
honest. It depends on the cereal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So a chicken will lay bigger and stronger eggs if you change the lighting to make them think a day is 28 hours long. I didn't.
Wow. I don't even know what to say to that.
Yeah. Your hair grows faster in the morning than at any other time of the day.
I wonder why. Because it's rested. Because it's well rested.
Yeah. And
I know that I can't wait to get mine cut. I know everybody feels the same way.
hey,
Hey, raise your hand if you cut your bangs last night.
oh, did you?
I had to see. Literally, I was like, I cannot see. Like stuff was in my eyelashes and my eyes. It was tragic. So
I cut Gavin's hair last weekend.
yep. I do my boys. I've been doing my boys, but I'm more leery when it comes to the
Mm.
more important head of the family.
Gavin had not had a haircut since his School of Music audition at UK, which was in February.
Nice. Yeah.
He said, "Hey,
Well,
Dad, they use a number 2 guard on the side." So I use a number 2 guard on the side. He looked like a mushroom.
I was going to say that's how Will looks right now because he has all this long on the top and it just, yeah.
Let's just say he'll be wearing a hat for a while.
Yep. I hear you.
There is no doubt. All right, a couple of other things here. NASA invented the dustbuster.
Because they had to keep things free of
I guess.
particles, I guess. That's probably safety related, but still.
Yeah. Humans naturally feel happier when kept busy. Well, I must be super, super happy.
I agree with that though. I think we've learned that recently too. I'm definitely if I have too much free time, I'm a little crazy because I feel like I should be doing something.
Yeah. Hey, Lynn Cowan says that we are with her on her morning jog. Time for a donut from Amazing Glazing.
Wow.
Yeah. So the longer we go, the longer Lynn has to run, I guess.
Then Lynn's gonna have to get on a call with me in about 5 minutes.
She should have chose the E-Town Loop. That's what she should have done. All right, and if you drilled a tunnel straight through Earth and jumped in, it would take you about 42 minutes to get from one side to the other.
It would take you 40 to free fall from one end to the other.
Yep.
Woo!
That's a pretty interesting stat.
I wouldn't make it because I'd have a heart attack about 0.6 seconds in.
Yeah. And for those who are wanting to know, that is from the Bathroom Reader Institute. So,
the Bible.
Yeah.
That's Greg Milby's Bible of a different kind.
And a couple of them came from a random fact generator that while I was sitting in Campbellsville, I hit them and I wrote them down. So
love it.
There you go. That's your Bacon Bit segment. All right. Time to give out our Ham of the Day award. And I think I have somebody.
You do?
Yeah. And I think it'll fuel the fire.
Oh, my.
You ready to fuel the fire?
Yep.
Our Ham of the Day award goes to Kristen Parrott.
Oh, yay, Kristen.
There you go. Ham of the Day.
Fuel the fire. We're going to surround Senator Parrott with awards that he does not have. Is that what you're saying?
Pretty much. And it was her birthday yesterday.
It was. That's a great idea, Greg.
Dennis, you don't have one. He's like, I don't want one.
He's like, what can I do with that, Greg?
Yeah. He probably showed me his little Senate pin he wears. He goes,
like, that's important. Yeah. Like, I got one too. Yeah. I get to vote with this one.
Now, if we were giving away Dale Earnhardt t-shirts, that dude'd be all over it.
Really?
Oh, yeah. He loves wearing Dale Earnhardt t-shirts.
Oh, that's fun.
Wears them all the time.
So also, good morning to Carter Blankenship.
Yes, good morning, Carter. Sorry we didn't say good morning on Tuesday. I said it virtually in my brain.
I did too.
So, yeah. We'll have to have Carter on the show at some point.
For sure.
Carter's a hoot. All right, again, thank you to our fabulous sponsors, and those being Stith Family Farms, Amazing Glazing Donuts, the Award Center, and Bluegrass Cellular. We appreciate them being our technology sponsor. She is the legendary Jana Clark, community admirer.
Only to you, but thanks so much. And I hope everybody has a great day.
Please do. Weather looks to be somewhat decent.
Have a wonderful holiday weekend. Remember those who died in service. Be kind to each other. Remember what you can and can't do.
And I cannot wait until Tuesday's show to talk about your camping experience for the weekend. Do something embarrassing so we have something to talk about, okay?
Oh, well, don't worry about that.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, that's it for Bacon in Your Mailbox. Show number 17. Have a wonderful Thursday.
Bye, y'all.